Hi guys, I have gist for you. So I was giving my son food the other day. I was giving him egg, and then I remembered my mother telling me that when they were growing up, they said that if you give children egg, they'll start stealing. And I realized that this was not the only meat that I grew up with in Eastern Nigeria. Enugu, by the way, all my Ufot people get in here, get in here. So I decided to share with you guys, my besties, my folks, my village people, all the meats that I grew up with living in Enugu, Nigeria. So if this is something you're interested in, stay tuned. So you guys, the second one, because that was the first one. The second one is that if you eat mango or drink gari and then drink Fanta or any type of soda, whether it's Coke or Fanta, you're gonna die. Yes, that's something I was told growing up. And I think that I know where they got it from. Like being a doctor, yeah. Maybe someone had diabetes and then they took mango, which has a lot of carbohydrates, and Fanta that also has a lot of carbohydrates and sugar, and they took it, their blood sugar went high, they went unconscious, and then they died. So it became, I don't know whether that is where it originated from, but I think that could explain it. Yeah, I don't want to eat mango, drink gari, and now come and drink Fanta. So it's actually not very healthy for you. So this is a meat I can get behind, even though I know you will not die, but it's sure not good for your health. So if you spit into the toilet, you will have sore throat. Don't ask me, I don't know where that came from, but that was something that we're told. Don't spit into the toilet. If you spit in the toilet, you will have sore throat. Have you ever heard this before? Share with me in the comment section. If you see an egret, I'll put a picture here so that you know the bird that I'm talking about. But I'll say that if you see it and you sing that I was going to give you some white marks on your nails. Now, when I went to medical school, I now realized that it was actually a micronutrient deficiency that used to give that white mark on the nail, but it was something we really believed, and I used to do as a child. Once we see it, we just end up from doing chakele kenyembo chaki weloji chakele kenyembo. Did you do this? Tell me in the comment section. Let me know the people that I grew up in the same community with. Another one. Hey God, you know how American people have their tooth fairy? That we grew up, when we're growing up, they said if your teeth falls out, you have to throw it on top of zinc. If not, that teeth will not grow again. So if you did not have house with zinc, you had to go and look for zinc and throw it. Like we lived in a block of flats, right? So it had 6 flats, so it was like a 2-story building. So we had to go and look for a bungalow somewhere to throw our teeth on so that it will grow back. See, but whether you throw your teeth on the zinc or not, it will still grow. There's just milky teeth and permanent teeth, and the milky teeth will fall off and give way to the permanent teeth. It has, but I did that. Okay, I believe that when I was growing up. It's crazy. I don't know where it came from, but I believe that. I guess that was our version of the tooth fairy without the money. Another one, I don't know if you live in Nigeria, you've heard this thing before. In some versions is India, in another version is Chinese people. But the story is that they played a match with Nigeria and they scored us 99-1. And that's the reason why they no longer play football. So they now ban them from football because they use charm. If you're Nigerian and you've not heard this myth, did you even grow up? Like, did you grow up? Are you we're not Gen Z, right? We are, what are we? People my age, what are we? I don't know. I think we're millennials. So if you did not hear this gist, are you really a millennial? Tell me. Just tell me. I had to sit down for this next one because if you went to boarding school and you've not heard this gist, did you even go to boarding school? Talk about Miss Koi Koi, and I have a gist about Miss Koi Koi. So stay with me, okay? Now, Miss Koi Koi is a spirit that lives in every boarding school. Every school has their mates while they have a Miss Koi Koi, but every boarding school in Nigeria, okay, let me say Eastern Nigeria because that's where I grew up, had Miss Koi Koi. Now, let me give you my gist about Miss Koi Koi. So I was in SS3, right? And I went to Federal Government College, Enugu. And I had a friend that went to Queen's College, Enugu. If you went to any of these schools, let me know in the comment section. So the lady from Queen's School said her mother was a teacher, so they lived in the staff quarters. So one day, she visited her friends in the hostel, and she came with white Baba Yaga and her mother's wig. So when she left, she went and wore the white and the wig and stood close to where there was no light, like where there were shadows, so you couldn't really see her face. And she just stood there, and borders were running from the hostel. Hey God. And she could not believe the gist she had the next day. Like, she came to the class the next day and they were just seeing the thing. And they now said that they saw Miss Koi Koi, oh, that Miss Koi Koi had long nails that were painted red. Miss Koi Koi had red lipstick. Miss Koi Koi had her hair touching her feet. So if your Miss Koi Koi does not have hair touching the feet, then your Miss Koi Koi is not really Miss Koi Koi. She could not believe it because she was the one that it was like a prank, and she couldn't believe the stories that she heard the next day. I really don't know where Miss Koi Koi's story came from. If you know, tell me in the comment section, because I don't know, it's something else. And the last one I want to share, because I don't want this video to be too long, is that then when we were growing up, for some reason, I really don't know why, we used to flip our eyelid up so that the red parts will be showing. So the adults used to tell us that if fly perches on that red that you have flipped up, it will not go back. I don't know, but yeah. Did you have any myths growing up? Tell me the country that you're watching from, and then tell me some of the myths that you grew up with. Have you heard any of the ones that I've shared? Also, let me know in the comment section. I've come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, and then share with your friends so that they'll have a good laugh if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe. Check out my content, and if you love it, click the subscribe button and join the family. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.